Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to one more lecture on dynamic econometric models. So, in last lecture, we discussed how to derive adaptive expectation model and how we can practically do or practically estimate the parameters of an adaptive expectation model and how we can derive the estimates of this adaptive the original equation using this adaptive coefficients. Okay, so now in this video or in this lecture we are going to discuss one more model or one more uh, dynamic econometric model which rationalize the Koyaka model. Okay, so the model name is partial adjustment model or stock adjustment model. You might have learned this model, you might have learned these partial adjustment models in microeconomics as well as macroeconomics. In microeconomics, you have learned the Hauthaker and Taylor, uh, the partial adjustment model of Nerlov, Nerlov demand function, or Nerlov consumer durable demand function. Similarly, in investment function also, you have learned this partial adjustment model to investment. Okay, so this model, this partial adjustment model or stock adjustment model is a one way of rationalizing the Koyaka model. And this model was developed by the Mark Nerlov. Okay, and this is a widely used dynamic model both in investment function and demand function. Okay, so let me take an example from microeconomics. So in microeconomics you have learned that the desired level of consumer durables depends on the current level of income. The desired level of consumer durables depends on current level of income. That means mathematically or econometrically we can express this statement as q start is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 yt plus ut. Okay, so q start is what? The desired level of consumer durables, which is depends on the current level of income. And as you know that the consumer cannot acquire the desired level of consumer durables due to the limited income. So what we do? So in each period, consumer will acquire only a part of the desired level. For example, let me take an example. Suppose you have built a home, you have built a new house. In this new house, we need a lot of consumer durables, table, chair, coats. Then consumer gadgets like a refrigerator, AC. We need a n number of consumer durables for this home. So what we do, what people usually do is, if they have unlimited level of income, they will buy all the consumer durables at a stretch. They will go to market and they will buy all the consumer durable that is required for that home at a stretch. But what the most other people do, especially those who are having constraints on their income, they will do or they will purchase only limited amount of or the urgent required items. Okay, because basically they need all the items, all the consumer durables, but a factor is preventing them to buy all consumer durables. What is that factor? That factor is called income. They don't have that much amount of income with their hand to buy or to purchase as much as consumer durable they need. So what they do, they will purchase only very urgent requirement. Okay. Yes. So in each period, whenever they get the income, they will acquire some or only some part of this desired level. Okay. So we have a desired level of consumer durables. Okay. So in order to purchase, in order to avail all this desired level, we don't have income. So what we do, whenever we get income, we will purchase little bit. Okay, then we will approach to this desired level of consumer durables. Okay, so in each period, consumer will purchase some quantity and we will closer to the desired level Q star T. Okay, so this can be mathematically expressed as QT minus QT minus 1. So what is QT? QT is nothing but the current purchase of consumer durables minus previous purchase of consumer durables will be equal to delta Q star T minus Q star T minus 1. This is very simple because current purchase minus previous purchase will be equal to a delta coefficient, or delta means adjustment coefficient of the gap between the desired level of consumer durables sub minus the past purchase. Okay, yes, that means current purchase minus previous purchase will be equal to a delta coefficient into desired level minus past purchase. Okay, now in this equation you can see that QT minus QT minus 1, which is, what is that? Which is nothing but actual changes in the consumer durables. What is Q star T minus Q star T minus 1? This is basically the desired changes in the consumer durables. Okay, so in the previous equation we have expressed QT minus QT minus 1 is equal to delta into Q star T minus QT minus 1. Okay, so in this equation QT minus QT minus 1 is the actual changes in the consumer durables, and Q star T minus QT minus 1 is the desired changes in the consumer durables. Okay, so there is a symbol delta. This delta always lies in between 0 to 1, and this is what is called the coefficient of stock adjustment, or it's an adjustment coefficients. Okay, how much amount of consumer durables that the people will adjust. This is the adjustment coefficient. Now suppose, assume that, what if delta is equal to 1? You substitute the delta is equal to 1. What does it mean? If delta is equal to 1, then QT will be equal to Q star T. That means actual stock of durables is equal to the desired stock. Okay, the desired stock of consumer durable we have already purchased. Okay, if delta is equal to 1, this is the maximum value. If delta is equal to 1, what does it mean? Already we have purchased all the consumer durables, or the desired level of consumer durables. What is delta is equal to 0? If you substitute delta is equal to 0, then we will get QT is equal to QT minus 1. What does it mean? No any changes, since actual stock of durables is the same as the observed in the previous time period. Okay, so at present we are not purchased anything, and because of this actual purchase is exactly similar to the, or same as the previous level of consumer, or actual consumer durable is equal to the previous consumer level of durables. What does it mean? We are not adding any consumer durables in this current period. Okay, so this delta coefficient will always lie in between 0 to 1. This 0 is the extreme, 0 and 1 are two extreme level. 1 means everything is purchased. 0 means what? Nothing is purchased. Okay? Yes. Now, if you multiply, if you solve this equation, the equation is qt minus 1 is equal to delta q star t minus q star t minus 1. If you, what you do, you multiply the second part with delta. Okay, so what you will get, qt is equal to, look at this here, qt is equal to delta q star t minus q star t minus 1 plus I am bringing in this value into the right hand side. Okay, now what is qt is equal to q star t minus delta, here delta q star t will be here, okay, delta q star t minus delta qt minus 1 plus qt minus 1. Okay, now qt is equal to delta q star t plus I am bringing this qt to the in front, so qt minus 1 minus delta qt minus 1. Now qt is equal to delta qt star plus the coefficient of this qt minus 1 will be 1 and this qt minus 1 is delta, both are qt minus 1 qt minus 1, so qt minus 1 take as a common, then with a parameter 1 minus lambda. Okay, so it will be qt is equal to lambda q star t plus 1 minus lambda qt minus 1. This is what is called partial adjustment. Okay, how the people are making adjustment. What does this equation says? This equation says that the observed capital stock or observed consumer durable stock at a time t is a weighted average of the desired consumer durable stock and consumer durable stock existed in the previous period with lambda and with the delta and 1 minus delta as the weights. If you look at this equations, okay, q star t is a function of q star t and qt minus 1 with a parameter delta and 1 minus delta. Okay, so what this says, this is what qt means, what the current stock of capital, current stock of consumer durables is a weighted average of, what is this q star t, desired level of consumer durable, what is qt minus 1, previous purchase. Okay, so current level of consumer durable purchase is a weighted average of desired level of consumer durables and the consumer durable purchase in the past with a weight with a weight delta and 1 minus delta respectively. Okay, now what you do is, look at this equation, qt is equal to delta q star t. Okay, so what is the equation of q star t? Yes, this is the equation of q star t. Q star t is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 yt plus ut. So you substitute the value of q star t here. So qt is equal to delta q star t. So instead of q star t, you substitute the equation of q star t. Q star t's equation is beta 0 plus beta 1 yt plus ut plus 1 minus delta into qt minus 1. Okay, now qt is equal to, you multiply all this equation with the delta, so qt is equal to, delta is here, beta 0 is here, delta multiplied by beta 0, delta beta 0 plus delta beta 1 yt plus delta ut plus 1 minus lambda qt minus 1. Okay, now if you bring your error term into last, it will consist, or it will be converted as a model called a partial adjustment model. Okay, So this is what is called partial adjustment model. Now you look at this current purchase, okay, it depends on, okay, you look at this previous first equation. This is Q star T. What is Q star T? Desired level of consumer durables. Okay. So the desired level of consumer durables, this in this equation, the desired level of consumer durable, the finding of this desired level of consumer durable is a little bit difficult. Okay. So that's why we cannot estimate, or we cannot find this beta 0 and beta 1. But now you look at this equation. Here actual level of purchase, consumer durable purchase, will be depends on your income and past purchase. What this equation says? QT means actual level of consumer durable purchase, or how much consumer durable you will purchase, will be depends on an intercept plus YT means what? Your current income plus 1 minus lambda QT minus 1. What is QT minus 1? Previous purchase. Okay. So actual level of consumer durables depends on your income and previous purchase. This equation is called a partial adjustment model. Okay. So in earlier equation we had beta 0, beta 1, YT, but now we are having beta 0, beta 1, then 1 minus delta. So what you do? If you have data on QT and YT, okay, then you can make a variable called QT minus 1. You can construct a variable called QT minus 1, and you can estimate a model in a similar fashion that we have estimated adaptive expectation model. Okay, and when we have estimated this model, what you will get? We will get an intercept. The intercept will be a value which is multiplied by delta beta 0. We will get first slope and second slope. The first slope will be not only beta 0 but delta multiplied by beta 1. Okay. Then the third parameter or third coefficient will be 1 minus delta. Okay. So if you know 1 minus delta, then you can find out the value of delta. This delta is what is called the adjustment coefficient. If you know this delta, then delta beta 0 you will get some value. Okay, so you that value divided with delta value, you will get the value of beta 0. Okay, then delta beta 1 value divided by delta, you will get the value of beta 1. Okay, so similarly we can estimate this partial adjustment model. Okay, yes, thank you.